No, wait, I'm not ready to go live.
Oh,
Greetings and welcome to Dead or Alive, episode 15 of Something in the Dark. I am your host and game master, Aaron. Something in the Dark is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, from Green Ronin Publishing, using concepts and themes from the Supernatural Handbook, and is set within the connected version of Earth Prime that can be seen in many other offerings from the Untold Stories Project. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20 based system which allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. It's flexible enough to handle most superheroic shenanigans, complex enough to handle most of those weird situations, and yet simple enough to be easy to play. One of my favorite things about this game is its inclusion of hero points. Now, these are what allow our heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use their powers in new and creative ways. Our heroes each get to start with one of these hero points, and they can gain additional points for good role playing, funny jokes, unfunny jokes, clever decisions, really bad decisions, for me using their complications against them, and by your generosity. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player of your choice. Player, not GM. Don't give it to me. We are a small but growing little network. All of those likes, subscribes, follows, bits, and all of that stuff help keep us visible and growing and paying our bills. A quick word of warning. Unlike some of our other shows and streams, this show is rated M for mature. While it deals with superheroes and it is set on Earth Prime, this is intended as a horror stream. On this show, we will be dealing with issues of mental health, body horror, kidnapping, torture, murder, drug use, and similar adult topics. This show is not suitable for younger audiences and may trigger some adults. In addition, while this show mostly takes place in New Orleans, and we have stolen liberally from the real world version, our Earth Prime version may be slightly different in terms of names and places. Now, a final note, we have a partnership with Norse Foundry Dice, and through that partnership, USP viewers can get 10% off any purchases from Norse Foundry by using the code USP Norse with no space on their website. It's middle of winter, seasonal depression is a thing. Treat yourself to some shiny new dice. That'll make it happy. So with that out of the way, let's meet our players, shall we? Say friends, heroes.
friends, heroes.
What's Friends? The TV show from the 90s.
What's the 90s?
Hush. Heroes, let's go ahead, have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, where else our listeners can find you, and answer our question of the week, which is, who on the team is your character closest with? And who do they have the most problems with? And we're gonna start with Jemmy, because I feel like picking on them.
I hate you. Hi, I'm Jemmy. I will be playing the magnificent mystical master mage of math, magic, and music, Muse or Micah. Why was Wiki showing an Among Us? What?
To distract you.
It succeeded. What? I'm glad I got through the M thing before I had to try to continue. Okay. Anyway, to answer the question of the day, the one that Micah is probably the closest to is gonna be the emotional support priest, Larry. Because I mean, aside from have you seen the stream so far and how Larry is the one Micah seems to go to when Micah's on the verge of just like quitting. It's that, just they've had like they're pretty close and Micah does have the off switch for Babel. So Harper's also pretty high up on the list, not in terms of I feel like I completely understand them, but more on terms of well, they are living in my guest room. So I am at least pretty close in terms of I literally do sleep in the same house.
Physically close.
And then for the other half of the question, the answer is I don't know because Mike doesn't really have like any issues with anyone in the group aside from I can't trust them alone apparently. But
It's
I mean,
okay. It's okay, Muse. You could say Anson.
that's what I was gonna. It's probably either gonna be Anson or Babel.
I was gonna say I've totally picked up stress between Muse and Anson.
I mean, once again, Micah doesn't hate Anson. It's just kind of that, like, you're still from the past and you got some issues there. You're from the past. Your magic, you thought you understood magic great in your world, and it doesn't work like that here. And I'm growing a little fed up with it.
Sure doesn't.
And then Babel because Babel, but what you gonna do? And I'm gonna hand it over to Brandon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon. I am playing Orpheus and Eurydice. Yes, that Orpheus and Eurydice. And I would say they like being around everyone. I mean, they just feel close with all of them. They're such great little people. And I mean, if I had to choose someone, Babel, I guess, but even he has been mostly behaving himself, which has been surprising, kind of nice.
Yeah.
A little confused by
Threatened
why
you.
Muse is constantly talking about how they can't be left alone when they didn't do anything wrong, but I'm sure there's just some miscommunication there. I don't know. I am gonna pass it to Alex.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alex Thomas. I'm the line developer for Mutants and Masterminds at Green Ronin Publishing, as well as the executive producer here at the Untold Stories Project, and I get to run a lot of fun games and play with a lot of fun people because all of you are awesome and I love you. Today I will be playing the role of Anson Walker, who is the White Wizard of Titan City history. I guess he'd be like the Master Mage of that Earth, but he doesn't know what that is, and he would resent it if you told him that. As for the answer to the question of the day, I think Anson's probably closest with in this world. Probably closest with Carrie and with Eurydice. Both of them seem to be people who have sort of a deft touch at guiding him through the weirdness that is this world, and he appreciates that there's people like that who understand that he's doing the best he can. He also likes killing things with Harper.
He's close to the people who want to get into his pants. Got it.
Well, you know.
So okay.
He is a man of a certain time period. He's driven by a certain organ. But as for
by that organ?
As for who has the most friction with, it is probably Muse. Muse kind of reminds him of Marcus in a lot of ways, and he's still getting used to the idea that Marcus isn't somebody he needs to kill and bury immediately, so seeing another magic user who is all about breaking it down mathematically and scientifically and musically just sort of rubs him the wrong way. And they seem to they just seem to have different opinions about the world and things like that, which it makes for good role playing. And with that, I will pass it over to the Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I am the heart-shaped suckers to the candy hearts of Valentine's Day candy that Kevin is for the Untold Stories Project.
Wait, are you?
Yeah, I prefer the suckers.
Yeah, so I prefer the suckers. What?
Everyone prefers the suckers. Sorry, Kev.
Most of the time, you put yourself as like the lower of the two. I was like, wait.
Subtle, I know, but the new rankings came out for 2024. Check them out on the Untold Stories Project Patreon, where you can see how. Never mind, it didn't happen. I'm kidding. We love you, Kevin. Want to take flack for this one?
I smell a Patreon post.
So I guess now if I need to actually start is like the social media thing for clips. That's a clip that we need for.
Oh man, the day Kevin got me fired.
The shorts.
That's okay.
This is how the Deuce losses.
Yep, that's what I did it. My ego got the best of me. Thank you all for watching. I'll miss you. So for this game tonight, I'll be playing the mild-mannered priest Larry and his dark passenger Babel. Larry is legitimately closest with Micah. He's trusted Micah with a way to kind of control him, and they've talked a good bit, and they hold each other up. So 2 big supports on a house. The only friction is probably with the study buddy because the privacy issues seem to still be there. They've gotten better, but random pokes of the night and keeping blood may just worry him a little bit, but that's okay. Babel is in the same vein, probably still closest with Muse, and is probably has the most friction with Muse because he doesn't like the fact that little shit can turn him off. He's never going to say that, but he thinks it really loudly. So yeah, and with that, we'll go to Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I live here. I play Harper Graves, our resident feral cat. She's probably closest to Muse, although she's not really close to anybody, but you know, as close as you can get to a feral cat. I suppose that would be Micah. The person she has the biggest problem with would be Larry, actually. She doesn't understand why he allows Babel free reign of his mind and body. And it bothers her a lot. You know, demon's gonna demon, so whatever. But yeah. Who hasn't gone? And Puppy?
I just figured if I sat quietly, nobody would notice. uh, I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Professor Carrie or Professor Daffodil Carrie Pembroke. I don't really. I mean, I wouldn't say she's close with anybody. She definitely is uncomfortably attracted to both Anson and Larry, and it makes her uncomfortable because one is a priest and one is a million years old. So she's like not really sure how she feels about any of that.
I'm 92 years old. I'm not that old.
I mean, that's close enough.
Chronologically, I'm 142. But I was away for most of that time.
You're still a spring chicken.
Yeah, so she's uncomfortable most of the time, but she really doesn't want to get close to anybody, based upon most of the trauma she went through when she did finally get close to somebody, which is part of why she feels uncomfortable. And friction, I mean, other than people having friction with her, I don't think she really cares that much. Not in terms of like she doesn't care what happens to people, but she just doesn't really put that much thought into it. And I think part of that comes from her being a teacher, her being a professor. So she's like, her students are going to hate her anyways. So she just kind of has to do what she wants to do. So she kind of
I
lets
would legitimately be surprised if she noticed.
Yeah. Like I feel like, yeah, I feel like, I mean, even if like someone came out and blatantly said like, I don't like you, she'd just be like, okay, and just kind of move on. Like she doesn't actively seek out affirmations from people. So I think that's part of what it is. But yeah, so I don't think there's any like direct conflict with anybody. But you know, who knows? But yeah, I think that's it. Did I answer? I was both of them, right? That was the only two. It was good and bad. So
I was
Aaron.
surprisingly fewer answers of that than I thought I would be. I need to work harder.
So when last we left our heroes, they were still unraveling the mystery behind the robbery of Asher Levi's antique store, which has now led to, at a minimum, 3 murders, 1 possession, and a whole lot of property damage. Probably more murders, but we're sure of at least 3. Our team has determined that most likely the ghost of Alice Keiteller is somehow behind most of it. But the question of how exactly Kid Grimm, the Théâtre du Vampire, the random vampire who is eating homeless folks, and the Night Watch work into the mystery, if all of them even do, remains. We left off with our heroes enacting a ritual that would let them know if anyone has cast the spell which Alice used to teleport, and placing that ritual on one of Carrie's drones to sneak it into the Theatre du Vampire, hoping that this will tell them when Alice returns to the club, if she in fact ever does. As we pick back up, you've completed the ritual, and I had asked, how exactly are you planning to get it in there?
I mean, she's just gonna fly it in there. She figured it's small enough so she can just kind of sneak it in when someone opens the door.
I mean, probably, but
I mean, how big's the radius on it? You don't necessarily have to fly in as much as on.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It would
I don't
depend
know
on
how. Yeah, how
if she
big.
has. Yeah, if the ritual means that she has to be in where the building is, or if she can just be around the building.
I mean, I'll point out that if you're in the building, there's a better chance that she has appeared somewhere where the drone could possibly see her.
Yeah, she'd be able to get direct video link.
Yeah. But whereas if you just park the drone on the roof, it might tell you if Alice has teleported in, but it wouldn't really tell you where in the club.
Where she's at. Yeah, I mean,
For that matter, you might want to put the drone down into the catacombs because Alice might just teleport straight there.
Yeah, I figured she would just kind of like wait until she saw someone like walking into the club, and she would just kind of like, it would just sneak in really quick behind it. Whoever went in. Please don't make me use stealth.
Why
Do
not?
it. Do it.
Please don't. It's 0.
Your stealth is 0, sure. The
Well,
drone,
yeah, I don't know what my drones is.
I mean, just based on their ranks of shrinking, it should be decent. I swear you have more accessory character sheets than any other character I've ever seen other than Batman.
I mean, if we
I mean,
absolutely have
technically,
to,
she is kind of the
Amazing.
Batman.
Yeah.
we absolutely have to
She's
just
far
shove it in
more
Anson's
Oracle than
pocket.
Batman.
Yeah, your drones have a +12 to stealth.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think I'm very stealthy in my wheelchair.
No, you're not. But your drones, on the other hand,
Yes,
Are much stealthier.
much stealthier. I
you
gotta.
also notice that one of the things that when I was working on kind of helping rebuild your character sheet, your drones have a stealth field.
Oh,
They can turn invisible. They can't move as fast when they turn invisible, but they can turn invisible.
well, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Didn't even realize I installed that button.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep.
Oh my god, seriously, Adobe.
I mean, it's like the Predator style invisibility. So if they move too fast, there's a weird blur of motion. But if they're moving slowly, then yeah, they're essentially invisible.
Which is kind of what I figured that they would do, is they would kind of just, she would have it kind of, you know, creepishly sitting on a light pole or something, like waiting till she sees the door open and is just kind of find her target she'll follow in, it'll follow in behind and kind of scan the room and
Sure thing. Say we're probably about what time of night is it by now? Probably about 10-ish. Trying to think.
yeah, because I think you said when we finished it, we were going to be done around like 9:30.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, you can just fly the drone right over there. I won't even ask you to roll because with the +20 to stealth from being invisible and the +12 to stealth, at the +32, there's not a lot of people who even have a chance of noticing that.
Yeah, she just kind of like uses it and it's just like, you can't see me.
Yep.
This is not the drone you were looking for.
What drone?
I wasn't looking for a drone.
Mm.
But now
I am now.
I'm looking for it. Yeah, and then she'll just kind of like have it scan in the bar and kind of the dance floor and just kind of scanning around to see, because she'll have put the facial rec that she can of the people that she thinks she might look like, to see if they're already there.
sure.
Or like a
Um,
redhead.
Give me a perception check for the drone.
For the drone,
Or you if you're actively looking through the drone's camera.
it'd be kind of a mix of both, but so I can do either. Yeah, I mean, my perception's 11, my drone's perception is 12, so
whichever you'd prefer.
well, I'm gonna go with 12, so I'm gonna go with my camera. Oops, not -1. 12 and roll. That would be a 14.
So it is a Tuesday night, in early January. So the club is not super busy. There's, there are people in the club, but the dance floor is currently empty. Most people who are there are just sitting over on the couches or at the tables or at the bar drinking. Behind the bar, the TV is playing some sort of adult anime. But yeah, and up in the main area of the club, you do not currently see Alice anywhere, nor is the ritual going off and saying, yeah, someone's just used the spell.
Okay. What's the time frame of like when it happens? Is it instantaneous? Like I'll get a ping immediately when, or is it like a delay?
You mean for the alarm, or?
Yeah, like when she uses that, when she teleports in, like is it going to be like as soon as it senses it?
Well, as soon as someone teleports in, Muse, who's the one who performed the ritual, will basically have an alarm go off inside their head.
Okay.
That says, yes, this spell has just been cast. All right. So what else, if anything, do you guys want to do tonight?
I don't think I have any other plans this evening.
I want to go hit something.
Okay. Are you at all choosy about what you go hit?
Not particularly.
Didn't think so.
Oh God, we're gonna have to bail her out. Gonna get into a bar fight.
Harper's going out and beating up.
You certainly can do that.
Harper's going out and beating up tourists.
We all gotta have hobbies.
You look like you would break into an antique store if you saw it with the window smashed.
I'm gonna go help a poor unfortunate soul that's showing up brainwashed at the church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
you were already doing that, weren't you?
Yes, you called me back.
Yeah, I think we called you back thinking we were gonna need a lot of teamwork, and then we were like, we got this.
I went, just do this, guys. Okay, that works. I'm gonna go again. You have a lovely night. Wonderful to see you all.
Is it wonderful to see us all?
Yes, genuinely. I enjoy your all's company and find myself stringently doing better and testing my moral boundaries around you. So yes.
Say, arguably, it's better to see you than to not know where you are right now.
Well, that's fair.
And on that note, Harper is going to literally stand up and go, I want to go hit something. And then grab Anson and go, we're going hunting. And then just head out the door, dragging the wizard behind her.
Well, I'm always down for a spot of murder.
What?
Monster murder.
What?
Sorry.
The muse is like, I'm coming with.
I don't want to come with. But
Well, there are 12 rooms on this floor that you can stay in if you would like.
I have school tomorrow. Or do I need to get a sub it called?
Oh, you're the teacher. Call off. You're fine.
You know, the actual teacher in this group takes offense to that, Alex.
Sorry. I'm not going.
Micah, do you need a ride home?
I don't know at this point.
Are you even still? I thought you had already driven back to the church.
Oh, that's yep, gone.
Just gets the psychic feeling. I think I need to give them a ride.
Nope, never mind. I'm good.
That just like okay. So what is our plan for tomorrow? Because do we think she's going to come back by tomorrow? Carrie.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Kind of. Do you think that she'll be teleporting in by tomorrow?
I mean, I'm not sure, but
I'm not either.
the camera's there. You'll get the alert. So as soon as something happens,
But that's the issue I'm worried about, though, is if I don't... Do I need to call in? Because if I get the alert in the middle of school, it will be hard for me to alert all of you so we can actually capitalize on knowing.
I mean, if you keep your communicator with you, you can at least send me a message. If you can't particularly leave at that moment, then I can at least, gather the rest of the Scooby Gang.
Yes, but I also... I don't know.
It's up to you. She seems to be pretty much chaos, so...
That's what I'm worried about. Just sending in the full Chaos Gang against Chaos might not be our best bet. Alright, okay, yeah, Micah's just sitting down, having been working on lesson plans and now going, great, I'm gonna call off. And then also send in the lesson plan. Second day back.
Yeah, Carrie doesn't have class tomorrow. She just has
Lucky.
lab. So
Yeah, she doesn't have a class. She's just putting her tenure at risk.
Cool. Other than that, I don't know. I guess Meg is kind of like not watching Harper and Anson, but I guess watching the communicators with Gary in case they need to go teleport to whatever those two decide to get up into.
that's
Fine.
probably a safe bet.
No, you're okay.
I've been doing this for a very long time.
I don't trust the unpredictable wizard is the problem.
I love that it's the wizard you think is going to be a problem.
No, I think he's going to be a problem combined with Harper. Let's be honest.
This is two problem children giving free reign, so.
It's the I gave the problem child who I know that can handle themselves, but then also gave them this uncontrolled explosion, and I don't know what they might do with that.
I'm completely a controlled explosion now. I spent the points.
Okay.
I
Still an
spent those
explosion.
points to be controlled.
The point you're trying to make.
No, that just means I've given them, instead of an uncontrolled explosion, I've given them a bomb with the detonator and said, go. Like,
You didn't say go.
No.
You're not my mother.
No, I mean, that's what I have to. But Mike is like, I need to keep an eye on and finish up this. And, yep, That's what I'm doing for the night until I get tired, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I actually need sleep.
Micah's not your mom, but is 50-50 on the way to cat mom, so just hold now.
Okay.
Harper is a full ass adult, just so we're aware.
We're not denying that, but have they ever really moved on past angsty teen stage?
She chooses not to answer that question.
I've seen the violent teen stage once or twice, but
All right. So let's shift our attention briefly over to Anson and Harper.
Oh no.
You just wandering around hoping to bump into something, or do you have a
Oh, I
particular...
am specifically going out looking for trouble.
Okay. Right, but do you have like a direction for the trouble, or just whatever you happen to find?
No, just whatever we happen to find.
Okay.
We would probably, I think we would probably head back over toward that alley
Sure, that makes sense.
and wander in that area and see if we can find a homeless eating vampire to kill.
That makes a certain degree of sense.
I'm 100% down for this.
All right. Give me perception, investigation, or if you have a relevant expertise.
We'll just go straight up perception. 25.
Would investigation be a relevant expertise, Aaron?
I said investigation. I said
Oh.
perception, investigation, or a relevant expertise for I'm looking for supernatural trouble.
32 to find supernatural trouble.
Okay.
He found all of it.
Well,
We do very well with looking for trouble.
So you guys, as you're patrolling, I'm assuming this is on foot. And you're in the alley looking over where the homeless woman and her folded up friend were. When Anson, you hear a woman's scream from about a block away.
I will direct Harper's attention there and start heading that way.
Okay.
Do try to keep up, and I will take off at a full run.
All right, so Harper, you're going to get there one round before Anson.
Yep.
I look meaningfully at my new ability to fly 500 miles an hour and decide to let her have this.
Oh,
shuffle behind her, old man.
Give me 1 second to pull something up. Since, you're kind of pulling me out of stuff I might have prepared ahead of time. How unlike you.
Like, I don't know about this, Harper.
Huh?
Oh, I just saw you're Scooby and I'm Shaggy, apparently.
Yeah, no, I think Harper is definitely more Scrappy Doo.
I'm not going to argue with that.
I mean, the annoying cousin who wants to punch everything.
Puppy power!
But then that raises the question, who's Scooby? I don't know why, but I kind of think Muse. I don't have a solid reason why. Just seemed right.
No, I think I think Carrie's more likely to be like, nope, gonna hide back here, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
good point.
she wouldn't be like fearful of it, but she'd just be like, no, thank you. I'll be over here. Thank you.
I'm not afraid. I'm just gonna go away.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's she's like not afraid of the thing, but she's like, I understand my limitations. Thank you. No.
I'm not afraid at all as I run away.
Lord Maximus says I'm Velma.
Hmm.
Mm.
I can do that.
Because I can't see without my magic rock.
I mean,
Does that
honestly,
make? I think
like-
that makes
like
Muse
Fred.
the Fred.
I was thinking Larry is Fred.
Yeah, I think Larry's Fred.
No, I think
No,
Larry
Larry
is.
Is everybody forgetting Daphne?
Daphne. No, I think Larry is Daphne.
Oh,
He's the
no.
damsel in distress? Yeah, that feels right, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe not as
I'll-
Babel, but definitely Larry on his own. Because what was that one fight he did? He was just like, ah, shit. I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Anson is definitely though is Fred.
All right.
Mm.
So Harper, you arrive in a shaded alley, and you see a young woman of Polynesian somewhere descent, being cornered by three nasty-looking gentlemen wearing black leather jackets, or black leather vests, rather. And you are getting pings from all three of them.
Awesome. Hey guys, I don't think she likes you.
So one of them turns back to look at you, and just says, "Yeah, mind your own business, and you won't get hurt."
Oh, that's cute. And I'm going to run up.
All right, roll for initiative.
My
And-
intention is to just run up and punch whoever just said that.
I'm going to punch
Okay.
them in the face until my hands feel soft.
So we'll say that's the one on,
Kind of.
the one on the right is the
Oh.
one who.
Traditional Anson fashion, I will be going at the beginning of next round.
All right. And want to tell the audience what our initiatives, what y'all got?
26.
Respectable. 4. Okay. So Harper, you rush for, or go ahead and do what you want to do to this person.
Okay, which one is it this one? Okay. I just run up and punch him in the face.
Okay.
Simple.
Sure.
No, absolutely not. We are not
No.
having this tonight.
There's something wrong there with your character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah, your bonus didn't add in for some reason.
I thought I fixed that, but okay.
Did you rolled an 8? It's not that you had a total of 8.
Would be a 16.
Oh, you don't currently have any of your bonuses in your attacks.
What? But they used to be there.
I believe you, but they're not there now.
Okay, cool.
All right, so that's been a total of 16.
Yeah.
A 16 will not hit this dude.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put the hero point on the table.
Okay,
'Cause I think
go
it's
ahead.
a 16.
I mean, a 16 would hit most dudes.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna add 8 to whatever. All right. So whatever 16 plus 8 is.
24.
Okay.
Yes, that will successfully hit this dude,
Okay.
who will attempt a toughness save. And gets a 24. So you rush forward, slug this guy, expecting him to go down like a cheap, well,
Like a cheap
Like a-
suit. Fold like a cheap suit.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fold like a cheap suit is what I was trying to go. Um, and he takes it on the chin and just kind of chuckles. Oh, we've got a tough one here, boys. At which point, he starts to shimmy. Not shimmy, shimmer. Shimmying is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I want him to shimmy.
I want him to shimmy.
How many hero points to shimmy?
Not the
Uh,
sequin satyrs of St. Augustine
Shimmy.
by the shining sons of Syrian.
No, he doesn't have the power to use that spell. But he does get furry
Uh-oh.
and hairy
Oh,
Oh,
and
well, I was looking for vampires, but you'll do.
uh-huh. And he is going to attempt to slash at you with his claws.
Okay.
His horrible, horrible claws.
Whatever floats his boat, I suppose.
But a 14 is not going to hit you.
I guess not. Because I shimmy.
You should.
Give him the old truffle shuffle.
Uno momento.
no.
All right. So next up is his buddy, who is also going to
It's shimmy time.
transform.
Can I just say I love the visual that he shimmers when he transforms? Like they have like a freaking magical girl transformation.
Yeah, they do. All right, so he was there. His buddy is right there and is going to circle around behind you.
Oh, team tactics. Gross. Imagine.
I mean, wolves.
They're wolves.
And
Imagine.
he's going to hold his action, waiting for his friend, who is also then going to transform. And move over there so that they can completely surround you.
Yeah, it's fine. I will look completely unconcerned and look at the woman. Run.
She's planning on it. So the first one is going to attempt to aid, and will actually fail to aid with a natural 1. And then the third will make his attack, with a natural 20. Are you immune to criticals?
I
They're not-
sure am.
Really?
I am. I am immune to criticals.
Nice.
Why?
Because cats have rubber bones.
Well, that means it's not going to be increased, but a 27, I'm assuming, does still hit you.
Oh yeah.
So I need a DC 22 toughness save from you as they slash out at you.
Sure. Boop. 26.
All right. So tell us what happens as they slash out at you.
They all kind of slash out, and I'm just kind of like, oh, hey, I liked that shirt. Now I have to kill you. Well, I was going to kill you anyway, but now I have to kill you more.
Now I don't have a choice. Now I have to kill you.
Yeah.
All right. So then, Anson, you'll make it to the edge of the map this turn.
Cool. Am I close enough that I could pick up the bystander with telekinesis and just gently and politely throw her out of here?
What is the range of your telekinesis?
Gently and politely.
I gently yeet her out of this confrontation.
Yes, 250 feet for short range, 1,000 feet for long range.
Then yeah, I mean you need to make a attack roll, but I believe right? It's not perception based, right?
Right. Do not resist. I'm here to help. 17 to hit.
17 is enough to hit the frightened normal girl who has a dodge and parry of 2.
And I'll just summon a group of doves made of white magical energy, pick her up by the shoulders and arms, and fly her away from here.
To the moon.
I feel like Carrie is seeing this on camera because she's like tracking where everybody is to make sure that they're all safe. And she's just like, what in the hell is going on?
And I'll look at Harper and say, Harper, it looks like these guys' lunar cycles have synced up.
Oh, God, I hate it here.
Harper and Anson, can each of you please give me a perception check?
Sure. I think
19.
the perception check is what got us in this mess.
It is.
28.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you roll a natural 20. Fuck you.
Harper, you notice something else in addition to the 3 goons that you are currently pounding upon.
Okay,
Or
cool.
preparing to pound upon. Standing on a rooftop, there is, and watching all of this, there is a large, powerfully built woman in mostly black.
Do we recognize her from news reports?
You sure do. That would be Nocturne.
Okay.
Or not Nocturne, sorry. Virago.
Yeah.
I must break you.
Yep. Terrifying, large Russian woman. Harper, you're up.
Okay. I will just look up toward the rooftop and give a little nod. Just let her know that she's seen.
Okay.
And I'm going to continue to attempt to hit the one that was running his mouth. Because that he feels like he is going to be the pack leader.
I just realized rolled the wrong character sheet for initiative. She did better than that.
And I am going to use 5 points of all out and 5 points of power attack.
Of course, sure.
I mean, look, I have one thing that I do, and this is it. So, that is a 20 to hit.
A 20 will hit.
Oh, wait, sorry, that's a... Oh, the stupid freaking character sheet. It's attack bonus, so 28 to hit, actually.
28? You have a plus 10 to hit?
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm using all out and power. Hold on. How does math work? 23.
Yeah, that makes sense.
23.
All right.
Because that's how math works.
That is how math works. A 23 will still more than adequately hit them.
And it makes it a 28.
Well, they're not minions, so the fact that he cannot make a toughness 28 check doesn't automatically mean he's going unconscious. Yeah, not as bad as I was afraid. That is a 19, so he fails by 9. So he is dazed.
I'm very sad that they're not minions.
I know.
I'm gonna go fatigued and try it again.
Okay.
Everything the same. So, plus 8, 19 to hit.
19
That's how math works.
Yep.
And once again, it's a 28.
Yeah, he's probably not going to do as well this time. Oh!
Whoa!
And that's actually a 7, because since they all have the same character sheet, I can't, give them the
Adjust it.
Yeah, that is a fail by 21. He can be dead if that's what you want. Tell us what happens.
Oh, 100%. Harper does not use a non-lethal unless she's specifically told to, and this is a werewolf, so fuck that. So she just stands there and like dances around these wolves, just and just, are you done? Good. Whap, whap, and just spins his head completely around with a little 1-2 to the jaw.
We'll just take him right off the initiative tracker. Because
I'm going to steal that vest later.
Okay. That then takes us to Virago, who is going to leap off the roof and land next to Harper in superhero pose.
I audibly roll my eyes.
Ow, that sounds painful.
It's the sound of my occipital bone cracking.
Crap, all strained in eye socket.
Either cracking or grinding.
You look to have this under control, but do you want assistance just for the fun?
Hey, punch him if you got him.
Ah. And she will turn to face the one that is closer to Anson. And will, she'll just punch him.
Oh, ouch.
31.
Pardon?
With a DC 27.
Ouchie doodles.
And the wolf rolls a 12. So that is a failure by 15.
Yep.
So she punches him hard enough that Anson hears ribs crack as she just hits him center of mass and he folds over. And she's going to go ahead and go fatigued. She has fast grab, so she will automatically grab him. And then she will yeet him up onto the roof.
Bye, Team Rocket.
One-handed.
Yeah.
Who showed Anson Pokemon?
The last wolf is seriously considering running.
Well, yeah.
Although I'm fairly certain that just means he's going to die tired. He did notice the wizard. he's going to assume that maybe the wizard is slightly more squishy than than the two terrifying women.
He is going to regret his choice.
You do
I
you,
mean-
boo. Like,
Look, I know better.
you're not mad at me, Mr. Werewolf. You're just frustrated by what happened to your friends.
Yeah, he's still going to pounce you. He is going to all-out attack and power attack.
I'm distracted because of the of my telekinesis. So my parry right now is 1.
Okay.
Assuming
well,
round down. If it's round up, it's a 2.
Okay. He's still going to all-out attack and power attack. Are you immune to criticals?
I think I may have updated that. Let me double check. No, I'm immune to aging, life support, and sleep.
Okay, so maybe it's fueled by panic adrenaline, but he's running at you, pounces on you, claws extended, and I'm going to need a DC 27 toughness save.
Was that all?
Oh my god, can we please make Anson a werewolf?
I'm immune to diseases. Maybe it's a curse. I don't know. 16 versus a 26, you say?
27.
27. I'll take my stagger like a man.
Okay.
You're like, whoa!
I gave Anson moral support.
Oh, I will take the moral support for Bruise and a Jason.
Because I feel like Carrie is watching all of this go down. She's like, oh shit, that didn't look good.
Okay, so that'll turn your stagger into a bruise in a daze.
Ow.
To be fair, it makes sense that Anson was just like not expecting the wolf to just suddenly disengage with the fight to come
Yeah.
eat him.
I didn't even do anything, man.
I'm just standing here.
Like you're pretending to be John Woo sending out flocks of doves.
Oh, I just realized, Anson, you can barely see what's going on, can't you?
I mean, there are like 3 streetlights here.
Right, but they were they were over in the corner.
Oh,
away
yeah,
from
I
the
can barely see what's going on over there in the bottom right corner.
Okay. All right. Well, Anson, that makes it your turn, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad he's here. Makes it easy
He's-
on me.
He is definitely here.
I'm gonna blast him.
Of course you are.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Right, yeah, no, I mean,
Punk ass.
I wouldn't-
I'll do my 2 points of power attack because I don't have the advantage.
okay.
Hiya! I'll spend a hero point to reroll.
You don't need to. He
Oh.
all out.
Oh, that's right. 13.
He currently
then.
has a dodge of 3.
Oh, I just hit with a 13.
Yeah, but that'll still hit.
DC 27 toughness check.
Oh,
So an 11. So that's
that wolf was like, yes, I found it. And it was like, oh shit.
that's a bruise and a daze and a stagger. Yeah, because that's a fail by
16. Because it's 27.
27. Oh, never mind. That's a unconscious wolf.
Yep, so he bites down on my neck. I look at him completely offended, like he gave me the wrong order at the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And where he's latched down on my neck, I just sort of pump magic into there. It goes up into his body. He vibrates for a little bit, and then he explodes.
No, that's a 15. He's incapacitated.
It's a 16. He's dead.
No, you have to get a 20 for him to be dead.
Oh, fine. He
I'm
explodes
not
on
using the
inside.
Valiant rules.
Oh, Valiant rolls would be a 12. He'd be dead. Or 11,
Yeah.
but
No, you've gone past the threshold for incapacitated. You have not gone up into dead.
gotcha.
That's okay. I got you covered.
Well, then I will just
I
blow him
mean,
up
I
a little bit.
assume that he's not gonna have a chance to revive. So
Yeah,
Um,
I'll blow him up a little bit, not all the way.
okay, sure. I can appreciate that. Okay. So I am assuming that you are going to put an end to the remaining werewolf while
Oh
And-
yes.
I'm gonna give the superhero a cagey look. Like, is it okay with you if we these guys?
she just
She just punched someone so hard that they cracked and then threw them onto a roof. It's probably fine.
I know a lot of these superhero types have issues with that.
I mean, are you going to say something, or are you just giving her a look?
I'm giving her a look.
She just kind of looks back at you impassively.
No, I'm just gonna run up there and punch it till it has no head anymore.
Okay.
That's probably for the best anyway.
Because they were pinging as demonic, though, right?
They were.
Okay.
I will take a handkerchief out of my pocket square, and I will rub down the ashes on my neck and come up and introduce myself to Zarago?
Virago.
Virago.
So she just, like I said, she's kind of looking at you and just says, "So were you looking for werewolves, or are you just unlucky?"
We were.
See, I call this luck, actually.
My friend here has a need to punch and murder monsters, and I like to participate.
I see.
We were
Anson
looking
Walker.
for vampires, to be specific.
Yes, indeed, we were looking for vampires. There's been a rash of vampire murders in town the last couple of nights.
You don't say. Was unaware of this.
Well, you are one of the defenders of this great city, are you not?
We are passing through, but for now, yes.
Well, maybe you should keep your eye on the ground a little bit more and out of the news cameras.
We try not to be caught too much by the cameras. So yes, there are other heroes who are not entirely happy with how we do things.
And how is it that you do things?
She gestures to the dead werewolf.
You're all like that? This isn't just like a cut loose thing for you?
The doctor has, let us say, more radical beliefs about how to deal with vermin than many heroes.
I haven't met a lot of people in this time period who feel that way.
You are a time traveler?
And a dimension traveler. Also learned what the word dimension meant recently.
Accidental. Don't forget accidental.
Yes, not intentionally.
I'm just over there, like, stripping the vests and, like, stuff that I want to keep off of these wolves.
I can just hear Harper singing the song. She's like, loot that body.
Yep. 100%. She's just taking stuff out of their pockets, shoving it in her backpack. She takes one of the leather vests and like puts it on to make sure it like she likes the way it fits. Because I mean, they ripped her shirt, so
Fair.
Doesn't Harper wear a leather jacket?
no.
Oh, okay. I guess
He does now.
Leather vest. No, Harper is very much suns out, guns out.
It is New Orleans. Leather is very bad down here. Doesn't stop the Goths, but the leather is really bad. Actually, Zarago, have you heard about this Kid Grimm fella?
Yes. They literally had a conversation with Team Priest.
Yeah,
I wasn't there for that conversation.
You had a conversation with the doctor and Nocturne.
For the
Maestro, yeah.
Maestro.
Say Virago was not there for that conversation, but the doctor has been told about him earlier this evening. Are you associated with the people who contacted us?
No. Just another
Yes.
concerned citizen.
honestly, you really shouldn't talk to him. He doesn't know shit.
Say, are you trying to lie to her?
Yes, I am trying to lie to her.
Deception check?
I'm happy to fail a deception check. 9.
Oh my god.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll think it's endearing.
Are you
But-
batting your eyelashes at her? Like, please
And
just
then Harper
believe
just
me.
contradicted you.
Yeah, Harper's like, well, I didn't really. I said he doesn't know shit. You probably shouldn't talk to him.
Right. So you are you protectors of this city?
No, I'm a stranded passenger trying to find a way home.
Quiet, I'm talking to the woman.
Oh!
It's just like,
I'm
excuse
sure that's
me.
I'm sure.
I'm just going to
no-
breathe that in, and I'm going to take it into my bones. I'm going to stifle my
His nice-
30s toxic masculinity.
Yep. His 1920s just exploded.
He's like, you can actually see him literally swallowing his pride.
Uh,
Uh,
Might choke on it.
Harper will actually chuckle and go, of a sort.
you are monster hunters.
Yes.
Ah,
I mean, that's not to say that I won't knock out a human doing some shady shit if I happen to see it, but
Sure.
but no, in general, I hunt monsters, demons, otherworldly weirdness.
I see. Well, we are keeping eye open for Kid Grim. You called him the undead cowboy, I believe he was described,
With a demon horse.
with a demon horse. Yes, you Americans and your obsession with the cowboys.
Where are you
It's
from?
a little weird, honestly.
What was that?
Harper will literally just look at him and go, really?
There are a lot of Eastern European sounding places in your world.
I was born in Russia.
And I spent some time there during the war.
Which war?
Yes.
The Great War?
He's talking about World War One.
Ah,
I don't like that name for it.
well, I was not there at that time. No, I was born in Russia, and the doctor found me while he was traveling and brought me to this country.
Where did you pick up the punching people so hard their ribs break and you throw them on roofs abilities?
I am, how you say, just lucky?
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
Maybe vague and unconvincing, but it's kind of hot.
You have, what is word? Mutations?
No, I'm a wizard.
Me?
Not your country. You have heroes who are, or people who are born with power.
Yeah.
Call them mutations, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
It doesn't just happen to people, too. I hear there's an octopus with powers in Washington.
Oh yeah, yeah. Flies around in a suit, being all like Mecha Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie's just sitting there like, what?
I mean, Professor C's on the news.
No, I mean, 'cause she knows Professor C. So she's like, confused.
I mean, whether you've ever met them or talked to them, I mean, yeah. All of the Stormbreakers are, they're not the Freedom League, but they are well-known superheroes at this point because they are the primary super team out in Emerald City. Well, yes.
So you're a mutant. That's what you're saying?
I believe it is the word that would apply.
The polite term would be powered individual.
I am not worried about polite conversation.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, we're trying to we're trying to train that one though, so. He's not quite society broken yet.
Let's say
I could just hear Anson grumbling.
It's grinding my teeth quietly, politely.
Well, I shall let you be busy with the rest of your business. I believe I will take my leave. Was good fighting alongside you. Well, hardly call that fight, but
sometimes you take what you can get. Okay, but I have to know, do you fly?
Yet I am able to leap very far.
That's almost as good.
The only one of us who can fly is Maestro. And, well, depending on the shape he takes, Talon.
Oh, Virago, maybe you should hang out with my friend Harper here. It sounds like she's interested in getting to know you some more.
Actually, let me make sure that is true before she says that.
Did Anson just have you met Harper?
Yeah.
Have you met Harper?
Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. I should not have said that because Nocturnal still flies. But
I think Harper would quite enjoy being a small backpack for you while you leap from building to building.
Actually, that's true. Is she like a big, strong woman, or is she like a playing against type diminutive kind of strong woman?
Proper thick with 3 C's.
Let me double check that.
3C body shop.
I'm just wondering if she can tell Harper to, hang on, Spider Monkey.
Yeah, so she is not Big Barda. She is not a small woman, but she is about 5'10". So, she's not a tiny diminutive thing, but she's also not a hulking.
We're talking like Power Girl.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's hot. Anyway.
I mean, I think she's slightly taller than Dr. Irons, but probably not quite as tall as Centuria.
That sounds about right.
You had Wicked, small backpack.
Yep. Well, I mean, Harper's 5'3", so.
Yeah. And I mean, the character art doesn't necessarily do justice to it, but she is a fairly striking looking woman.
I'd let her strike me.
Big same.
We have their image here, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Yeah, you guys have it in your handouts.
Welcome to Thirsty Tuesdays at the Untold Stories Project.
Harper is having visions of training montages beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah. So, um, well, as I say, I will. I believe Nocturne gave your friend a way to contact us.
Oh, that's what that phone was. Yeah. Yep.
Then, as I say, I will take leave and wish
We
you
still have a vampire to hunt.
good hunting. Yes, vampire. Good luck with that. And she will leap away.
Harper's just gonna watch her go and then turn back to Anson and walk over to him and like punch him in the arm. What the hell was you? What was that?
I was trying to be a wing person.
Don't-
You seemed
mean-
interested.
I was, but let's just hunt this vampire, okay?
Yeah, I'm not great at flirting. Sorry.
And we will wander off, still hunting vampire.
Okay. So you are wandering off, still hunting vampire. Larry, you're back at the church,
Hey.
and about the time you get there, as I described her, she was probably pretty once, when she hadn't been
Chewed
suffering.
up by life.
Yeah. She might be able to be pretty again if she, I don't know, ate, and slept.
Funny enough, guess what my two plans are. So
I'm gonna feed her, put her to bed, take her ponytail out, and take her glasses off.
and and also kept her away from heroin.
that's implied, but yeah.
Yeah.
We keep that cabinet locked.
All right. So yeah, she kind of comes up, and I was told that this was a better place to spend the night than where I was sleeping.
A lot warmer and a lot safer. Lawrence, you are? And he'll hold out a hand and same time fish for his keys to unlock the door for her.
I say, you guys never got a name from her, did you?
I don't think so. If we did, I
I'm
didn't
pretty
write
sure
it
you-
down.
Huh?
If we did, I didn't write it down, so I don't think so.
Yeah. Anson would not have cared to ask.
Yeah, that tracks. I'm well, I mean, I've been going by the name Nix, but Nat Natalie.
Well, Natalie or Nix, whichever you prefer. How about something warm to eat and a drink, and we'll let you get settled, huh?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Um, Larry, do you have treatment?
Yeah.
Give me your choice of treatment or insight.
Do 19 on
19?
treatment.
You can tell that this young woman is in the early stages of withdrawal.
So, having dealt with it on more occasions than he feels happy admitting,
Uh-huh.
he'll prepare for a long night. We'll get some food in her, get her some time to get cleaned up, something respectable, try and convince her to sleep, and when she doesn't, just give her someone to talk to. Um, Maybe ask about people she may know, because he probably knows some of the same people she does. Just anything to kind of keep her mind from that for as long as he can until forgetting about it's not an issue and just at least help her through the night.
Okay. Can I have a either persuasion, or if you have like expertise to represent, being a priest, um, one of those two roles?
Sure.
Yeah, basically the whatever skill you think is appropriate for, hey, talk to me, it's okay.
We'll go with just modern religion. Give her idioms and examples and things that kind of guide her back.
Okay.
Good roll, not good enough for my liking, so we're going to spend a hero point.
Okay.
One of those. That's better. 27.
Okay. So as you are helping her through the night, which is, yeah, I mean, clearly this woman has been through some stuff, and for a while there she's just kind of incoherently muttering and ranting.
He figures after a while he's telling stories, not to tell her stories, but so she can hear someone talking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She does start to talk about what happened to Jake, and about how she was she was high at the time, but that there was like this blackness in the alley, and a hand came out of the blackness and grabbed Jake and pulled him into the blackness. And she heard his screams, and then heard a crunch as the screams got louder. And then a horrible, like, squishing sound.
He's not going to chase it, but when she starts talking about her, seems like she's at least willing to talk. Larry won't talk as much, so even if there's a bit of silence, he'll make her be the one to break it. So
Okay.
she has to continue her story. And if she veers off, he'll pick back up, give her a different anecdote, a small story or something to kind of drift her mind. And whenever she gets back to it, he'll let her kind of lead him through those memories. He's not going to drag it out of her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, so through the course of several hours, you get a fairly detailed description of yeah, she was, she had just turned a trick and gotten some cash and immediately shot it up her veins, and was leaning against the dumpster when, yeah, this shadow appeared in the alley, and then, yeah, a hand reached out and pulled Jake into it. And yeah, from the descriptions, you're fairly sure she at least heard Jake be drained of blood and then folded into an itty bitty little package. and shoved back up in behind that into the space of that fire escape.
I mean, after a while, when she seems over the worst of it,
Mhm.
and just reassure that, make sure Natalie knows, I believe you. I understand what happened, and I'll do everything I can to help. If you hear about something like that again, or anything similar, let me know. But here you're among friends, and just try and get her to calm down so she can rest. And kind of hey, here's where we are. You can get food here. You're safe here, and
Um,
for now, just kind of reassure and
there
get
was
her
a book,
headspace. There's
a book of coins, and I so I was trying to get away and hide, and that's why I was in the and after the screaming stopped, that book of coins got thrown into the dumpster. And I was later I was found by uh, some people, and they took the coins, but I don't know why a shadow threw a book of coins in the dumpster.
Can't rightly say I know either yet, but we'll figure it out. And it sounds like those people helped you and got you here, so some
Yeah,
good came of it, yeah?
yeah. Uh, I mean, she gave me this, and she pulls out the wadded 20s and 10 that Harper gave her. Um, and then he just kind of looked at me and I don't know, he was scary, but
Well,
different scary than that.
we'll fold her hand back over the money and pat it reassuringly. So it's obvious I'm not trying to take it from her in case she gets antsy, but maybe. But they got you here, so it seems like there's some good in them, even if they're a little scary. Yeah,
Like I said, they weren't the scariest thing I've seen.
you're fine. So, like I said, with that, I'll just try and get her to where she calms down and will actually rest.
Okay.
Uh, when Josh comes out for his start the morning, I'll give him a wave and fill him in on our newest lost soul. Uh, yeah, I've been here all night. It's
Mm.
yeah, give him the rundown.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
and then just send a message to the group text because that seems easier, so I don't wake anyone up who might happen to be sleeping. To just the update on here's a story I got from her. I know
All
it
right.
matches up a lot with what Harper said, but make sure everyone's aware.
So, it's funny you mentioned that you send something to the group text. Um, I'm assuming this is fairly early in the morning because, you need to do preparations to have the things ready for going out and spreading the good word.
Mhm.
So about the same time that this group text comes across from Larry, Anson and Harper, you do not find any other supernatural weirdness out on the streets tonight.
Fine.
Micah, you are broken out of your sleep by an alarm going off in your head.
You reach over to turn it off before you realize it's not
She's
that
there.
kind of alarm.
Yep.
And as you figure out what you want to do about that, let's go take our break.
Awesome.
Because that's the kind of GM I am.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yep.
Double rude.
All right, we will be there in just a little bit. We'll see you in a sec. We're on break. we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us as we took our short little break. This is episode 15 of Something in the Dark, Dead or Alive. And when we left our heroes, they had planted a tracking spell or a warning spell into the Théâtre du Vampire to let them know if Alice, Kyteller, or anyone else used the Crooked Step of Crooked Step of Cardoon?
Carcratus.
Carcratus, yes.
Yeah. To appear or disappear inside the club. Harper and Anson went out hunting, managed to brutally murder 3 werewolves, and how
Two.
they 2 werewolves. Yes. Sorry. Yes. The third was brutally murdered by Virago, who yes, they had an encounter with Virago of Night Watch. And there may have been a little bit of flirtation going on between Harper and Virago.
Anson did an excellent job facilitating that relationship.
No.
That's
Nope.
one interpretation of events. Sure.
Makes sense to me. That's how I saw it go down.
Carrie's like, hold on, let me rewind the tape. Let's look at this play again.
I don't like how much access you all have to footage of everything.
Now you understand the worry.
Larry managed to save a soul who had been mind whammied earlier this evening by Anson into going to the church. But in all fairness, she was a teenage runaway prostitute who was hooked on heroin and watched a brutal murder by a vampire the previous night. So,
Drama.
being mind into going to a kind priest who actually just took care of her, probably not the worst thing that's happened to her.
She's not my only one. I've got a couple of those. We're fine.
And we left off as Larry was finishing up with Natalie, our little addict. And Micah was awoken by an alarm going off in their brain from the Théâtre du Vampire, or from the ritual that had been placed inside the Théâtre du Vampire.
Yep.
Carrie, I'm assuming that the drone stayed up on the main floor area.
Yeah, she pretty much was like, even if she comes in the basement, if I'm at least up here, if she comes up in here, I'll know where she is, essentially.
Sure.
To be clear, once dawn started to break, they I don't know if Anson would have, but Harper would have headed back toward the hotel.
So this is still a little bit forward. I'm assuming this is probably sometime around 4 in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah, so Larry had just texted everyone to say, yeah, had Nick's come in, Natalie. She kind of confirmed a little bit about what you already knew she saw in the alley. And that's when Micah suddenly goes, oh God, I'm awake. So tell us what's going on. What are you guys doing? Harper and Anson are probably getting ready to head back, but haven't yet because it is still dark.
Yeah. Micah just kind of wakes up from where they were asleep at the desk. Goes, God. Oh, God, she's there. Grab phone and send that message to the chat of she's there.
Yeah, I
And
feel
then-
like you screamed it kind of like you kind of yelled really loud, and Carrie just kind of like jumped up and was like she just like wiping drool and goes, no, I wasn't sleeping. And like, what's happening?
I was sleeping. She's there.
Oh, okay.
I'm sending the message. To you. You're gonna stay here, right?
I will hold down the fort.
Cool. Is Orpheus / D here?
What'd you say?
I'm right here.
What'd you say, Father?
I said, Carrie already has a drone there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go now, or do you want to wait a minute?
I can tell you guys, I can tell you where the others, oh man, I can tell you where the others are if you want to jump to them.
I can only teleport a few people at a time is the problem.
I'm good whenever.
I guess depends on where are they coming from. Are they closer to the hotel, or are they like kind of in between hotel and
Um,
vampire place?
they're kind of in between. They would have no reason to return to the hotel to go to the club.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just
I
wasn't
will
sure how
show the
far they'd
message.
gotten.
What was that?
I will show the message. I will show the message to Anson, and then go. We'll meet you there.
Okay.
Carrie just starts turning all of her computers back on.
All right. So then Anson and Harper will be arriving on foot, or maybe Anson's flying them. But they'll still be coming in from the outside, and I'm assuming that Micah is going to teleport themselves and D, or is it Orpheus up at the moment?
D.
D. Teleport them in.
I will pause and actually send a message of Larry. Do you need a ride? Ride
Yeah,
teleport.
that'll be great.
Cool.
The kitchen's fine. I'm the only one here at the moment.
Cool. I'll be right back. Actually, like, cool. Grab D. Teleport there.
Hey, coffee.
Michael will just chug it.
Same. Long night. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
We're teleporting in.
Where are you teleporting in? You had access to Carrie's drone, which is currently looking out onto the main floor of the club, which is currently empty.
Cool.
But you have been both in the bathroom and in the hallway area. So you could appear there if you wish. If you have, no, you don't need precise. You know where it is. So.
I feel
But
like in the bathroom is on brand.
I feel like by effect of I was in Gemstars, I have to stay in the bathroom.
Fair enough. All right. Well, then I will put Orfeo and Micah and Larry in the bathroom.
D.
Or, yeah, sorry, D, Micah, and Larry in the bathroom. And let me move you onto a map.
A map.
Yippee.
With what you can currently see, it's a very uninteresting map. But
That's a bathroom.
Hey, look. We've teleported into a bathroom in a completely different campaign.
yeah,
It's part of the law.
I found the turlet.
The turlet.
How are Anson and Harper gonna get in? Are they just gonna punch
The front
guard?
door.
If I know Harper, there's a window that needs breaking.
yeah.
I could probably just go teleport them, but I think it's more amusing to find out how the hell are they gonna break in.
Maybe.
We're gonna open the door and walk in.
Yeah, it's a public business. We could just go in.
Yeah, but the last time they were like stopping people at the door.
Oh,
They're
they
a
won't stop me.
private club, and also I think they're closed.
Yeah, I could say it's 4:00 in the morning. They're closed.
I guess we'll see how strong their locks are, huh?
Right. Okay. So
Called it.
Crimes. We're gonna do crimes.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
And before Micah starts talking about how you can't leave them alone, Micah did just say, I'm just wait here and see how they get in.
Before Micah, before I was even say Micah's too tired to care about the crimes at this point. It's
Besides,
4 in the morning.
It's a vampire nightclub. Who cares?
But yeah, it's 4 in the morning, vampire nightclub. We're talking about someone who's possessed in another girl's body and is an evil witch from way back when. And my biggest worry is supposed to be how they're breaking into the nightclub to fight this lady. No, I'm curious and tired.
Your strength, his steel, and my brains against 30 men, and I'm supposed to be excited about a little head wiggle? Hmm?
Very good.
All right, so you guys are in a bathroom.
Can I listen at the door to see if I can hear anything?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Sure, I'd love to fail a perception check for you.
I mean, look, you're the one who said, "Can I listen at the door?" That's a perception check.
I know. No, 18.
Um,
I'm going for that door, by the way, for like the catacomb area.
right. You're fairly certain you hear movement, but if there's anyone talking, you can't make it out.
Okay. So Micah's gonna look back to the team and just have the. So, do we just want to kick down the door and start fighting, or?
Seems excessive.
Yes, but
But it is also perfectly keeping in our milieu.
I love that Team Pacifist got there first.
look,
I love that they're having a parallel conversation to ours on the way.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna kick down the door and kill everybody, right?
The
That's
door
our
going,
plan,
right? Yeah.
Yes. Do we want to try to negotiate? How do we even negotiate this?
I feel like at that moment is when you just hear the crunching of the door being kicked in.
I would say yes, except for that's a.
Well, let me ask the important question. Are you guys still on foot, or did Anson just pick Harper up and fly?
I am 1,000,000% positive that picking up Harper would be a mistake.
I mean, if you just attempt to grab me and like I'm a shopping bag and take off, yes, that's a mistake.
Unless
if you
your
say, "Hey,
name
I
is
can
Virago.
fly," well, yeah, I mean that's all
Right.
But if you say, "Hey, I can fly," do you want to fly?
Oh my god, Alex, grab Harper by the scruff of the neck and freeze Catter.
You see, that's why Anson won't bring it up yet. He hasn't revealed that he can fly yet, so he's holding on to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the better route is for her to suddenly discover that you can fly, and then immediately wonder how long you've been able to do that.
Forever.
Okay. So
yeah, that's the conversation we're having quietly in the bathroom. Of do we want to try to negotiate? How do we try to negotiate this?
Start with stop, hi, let's have a moment to talk.
I don't think that's gonna end very well, but I guess we could.
If it doesn't, then we go with plan B, which is things break. But we can at least try.
Sure. Do we go for a more like intimidating approach? Can we even be intimidating? Like babble can be intimidating, but it's not like my thing. Our intimidating ones are still walking here.
If we're lucky, we'll reason it out before they get here.
Okay, let's do this? Question mark? I don't know. It's 4 in the morning. Why the fuck is everyone evil at 4 in the morning?
The evil time? I don't know. I just know that there's no real need for us to plan because we know what's going to happen as soon as they arrive.
Yes, but it's possible we can. I don't know. We can manage them occasionally. Occasionally.
Shall we?
I love
Yeah.
your optimism.
It's not even optimism at this point. I think it's delusion.
That too.
And I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
Pulling out. It's the best 4 a.m. and I don't want to do this instrument.
Piano tie.
Automaton.
It's just a jukebox machine that plays 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20.
Actually, no, it's just Muse is so tired. They're pulling out the kazoo. They are not in the mood.
Okay.
Let's do this and opening the door. Yippee!
Okay.
Door. Right, that door doesn't work.
Oh, right. It doesn't let you through. Carrie, are you going to bring your drone out of the main area of the club? Or...
Well, she doesn't know where anybody went, so
If you needed, I could have also teleported you like another drone anyway, like so you could have one watching the outside area and have one back here. Your drones are lightweight. I have enough weight. I could grab a drone for you too.
yeah, she might throw another one. Probably because she's not really sure now that the one was covered in spells.
Yeah.
If how effective it will be in terms of like if it's going to cause any damage to it. So she'll give you Jane.
Cool. I'll bring Jan.
Jan.
I'll bring Jan.
Jesus.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, you can have Jan. So Marsha's there and Jan's there. I haven't brought any of the boys out.
All right. So, now that you're on the other side of the door, are you trying to get all stealthy?
No.
Okay.
Where is everybody?
Back here.
Oh, right over.
Now that you are on the other side of the door, you can definitely hear something. It may or may not be something that you particularly want to hear. It is the sounds of two people who are enjoying one another's bodies.
She fucking
Ugh.
teleported for this?
What?
She teleported here for this?
We found two other people in there last time, and we don't know that she teleported down there.
We haven't.
Yeah, maybe she teleported down there.
Oh my god, I hate it here.
You know what's cool about that corner? Jan, you look around the corner and tell us what you see.
Hey, Jan.
I feel like after she told you guys that they're all named after the Brady, she like put little like label maker stickers on each one of them. So like you actually know which one it is.
Not
I'm
faces.
sorry. I'm sorry, then I'll go. Jan, go around the corner.
Oh. Carrie just kind of looks and is like, do I have to?
Please.
The one that built the invisible button.
Gross, 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 gross. So Carrie's camera will just scooch over here.
All
And
right.
just be like,
Tell me
oh
when
god.
you see people.
Carrie does not want to describe what she's seeing, so she
Okay.
will let the GM describe what she is seeing.
So what you are seeing is the two bartenders, Stacy and Billy, engaged in activities that, if they were being filmed, would automatically get an X rating.
Carrie blurs the images.
And sitting on top of another one of the coffins is the redheaded woman watching.
God, I hate everything about what's happening right now. I'm so uncomfortable.
If the coffins are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Well, that's right.
Gates it here.
I didn't actually put the vision lines there, did I? Oops.
I feel like Carrie sees this happening and she just kind of like turns Jan and just like, you know, like sad dogs it like back to everybody and it's like, I was seeing weird shit.
How weird.
Weird happens. Is the witch there?
The witch is there with bartenders from before.
Oh.
It's a horror show in there.
They're both very attractive people, but
Yes, but all of this is making Carrie very uncomfortable because it's making me very uncomfortable.
see, this is why you're not playing Keanu anymore.
I don't
That
think
is
using
true.
the phrase "it's a horror show" is what you should tell us.
Is that an open comm?
Is that
Yeah.
an open comm? It's a
Pretty
horror show
much.
in here.
Yeah, it really is an open. Yeah, there. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Because it's a horror show, and that elicits a very different response
Hmm.
than what you're expecting.
You have a very
Honestly, I'd
different-
like everyone to just jump over there and just stop everything that's happening.
You have a
To be
very
honest,
different. You have a very different definition of horror than I do.
That's what's going to happen if you're going with that.
No, she'll.
Guys,
she'll-
you just misheard her because of her British accent. She was saying it's a horror show over there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes,
there we
with a W. That's what I said.
She will basically be like, they're snogging over there in quite an aggressive fashion.
I didn't even know they were married, says Anson.
oh,
Oh, God.
sweet
Oh,
summer child.
Anson, you're so sweet.
She'll just hear Carrie go, "Oh, no," and then we'll just be like, "They seem otherwise engaged." So it seems like now would be a good time to surprise them.
I will point out Alice is fully dressed.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
She has not mentioned the naked part.
I,
I mean, you said they were snogging.
Yeah, I mean it's implied, but
I'm going to.
maybe she's just wearing a really short dress. I'm trying to be very careful with my words that there's a minor here, so I'm being very careful.
You
with
act
my-
like I don't know about sex.
Right.
Delicio
Well, you're
and
like-
flagrata.
You're like 6. It's fine. It's fine. You're a little baby.
Cool. I'm gonna go step around the corner and cast elemental bindings to try to hold in place as many of them as I can.
Nope, now Muse is participating.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I was
what
gonna say,
I'm
I'm
gonna
pretty
do
sure
when I
there were
like it.
already some bindings over there.
All right.
Action,
so-
I'm leaving the cult.
A new player has joined the chat.
all right, Micah.
Hi.
Are you using stealth? Or trying
mean,
to?
If everybody comes in, everybody will be surprised. So
No, I am not using stealth because that's not gonna work.
Not gonna let Micah run out there
Not
by
with that
himself.
attitude.
I have a +2. That's not gonna work.
Ooh,
Well,
that's super
There's a
loud, guy.
20 on every die.
In that case,
I mean, I guess I can try it.
I would like initiative
Sure.
in the party.
I don't know. I'm still like, I might get a surprise round if I'm lucky.
I think we're getting a surprise round because they got lucky.
Oh, come on.
Leaving.
Should we also roll or?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think we're there yet.
You're not, but you will be eventually. Why did you roll initiative twice, Muse?
It didn't. I wasn't seeing my first one pop up.
Yeah,
That's all.
you're stuck with
Damn
that.
it.
No, it's fine. I'm putting it in now. I just didn't see the first one pop up. I'm
Yeah.
updating it back to the bad roll, but I didn't. I wasn't trying to like cheat my roll.
Okay.
I just did not see the first one.
My initiative is 19.
Okay. You know, you can click on the little cameras and it'll auto pop. Your
Well,
initiative.
even though I rolled it manually.
Uh-huh. Or no, I mean you have to. Oh,
Okay.
right. Right. Okay. Well then, let me go ahead and add an action for your eyes.
I hate it. I hate
Scrubbing.
it. Dude.
Scrubbing is the action.
And you said it was a 19.
19, yeah.
But Carrie likes to watch too.
Oh God.
No, I don't think she does.
This is
No.
what your invasion of privacy gets you. This is a result of your own
That's true.
actions.
That's true. I feel like this is the best way to show her, like, please stop doing that.
Yeah, this cannot be the first accidental porn that Carrie
Hold on.
has uncovered.
Well,
I was
no.
gonna say, is that all it's gonna take to get her to quit spying on us?
Wait. I'm just gonna point out she downloaded Joe porn last episode.
Yeah.
That's true.
To be fair, no. She did not download it. She simply moved it from one computer to another.
Which is the same
Someone else
thing.
downloaded it.
It was a peer-to-peer file
No.
transfer.
Mhm.
It's the
I suppose
same
that is technically
thing.
true. It was already downloaded. She just copied it. But
Correct.
And name
All
the
right.
file Joe Man at Hangslow.
so, Jemmy, I am assuming that your elemental bindings are an area effect, so don't require it to hit roll.
Nope. DC 20.
So DC 20 dodge for half.
They're not an attack.
It doesn't matter. Wait.
It's an area effect. So it's it's an affliction.
Right. So what? And it's rank 10.
Yes.
Okay. So first she gets a dodge roll for half effect, and then gets to make a dodge roll to see whether or not she's entangled.
Oh, I don't know how that. I believe you. I just don't know.
So Alice does hear you coming, so she is not surprised. So she will make the initial dodge roll.
God
She's
damn.
going against the 15. So she gets out of the way. Billy and Stacy are very firmly entangled, immobilized.
Ensconced.
Immobilized and defenseless.
Yeah, immobilized and defenseless.
Indelicate.
Which, funny enough, doesn't really change what they were doing, but
No, it's more of a matter of I don't want you to try to do shit in this fight right now.
they're definitely not going to be a part of this fight.
Good.
So first regular round, because that was the surprise round. Alice has the highest initiative, and she pulls the dagger out of somewhere on her dress, and kind of just points it down the hall towards you and says, "Well, that's terribly rude. Can I help you with something?"
You can explain what the hell is going on and why you decided to possess someone? Because I think that's terribly rude too.
Yes, but it's no business of yours. I'm not possessing you.
But you are murdering people, Miss Keiteller, and that's a bit extreme in your time or this.
No one who didn't deserve it.
Look,
I don't think you have that capability to make that judgment currently, but
I'd be
you
happy
give up?
not to fight. We have a lot of questions, and
I have one quick game question
Mhm.
about the knife.
Yeah.
Did we figure out? So she possessed the girl.
Mhm.
Like, did we figure out, was it just because they were connected, or was it anybody possessing the knife can be possessed?
You are not certain.
we haven't
Okay.
really locked down anything. That's why
I was like, I
That's
couldn't
why-
remember. I knew we had talked a little bit about it, but I couldn't remember like what exactly we had talked about. So
Yeah,
okay.
I thought our theory was that she was a blood relative of the person possessing the knife.
So that's why she
Yeah.
was able to be possessed, and why.
It was not a requirement, but it definitely made it easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I realized got off the look. I'm tired and we have a lot of questions, and it would definitely be much easier if we don't have to do this the hostile way. That said, I'm not afraid to.
This Keiteller didn't get free after however many decades you were trapped just to lose it again. So
She kind of inhales. You have the stink of a master mage about you.
Pardon me if I don't exactly know what that implies.
Interesting. Billy, Stacy, be a dear and go to sleep. At which point, both of them just literally close their eyes and stop even struggling against the bindings.
Well, I'm dropping the spell. I'm not focusing on that.
Yep. Shall we go somewhere slightly more comfortable to have this discussion then?
Sure.
There are couches back up on the other side of this door.
absolutely. Shall we?
I'm going to send a message to Harper and Anson of please don't kick down the door. We are attempting to get answers right now without having to fight yet. You can punch later.
All right. This message comes just as you guys are coming up to the front doors.
Cool.
She will get up off the coffin. The only proper description of the way she walks is slinks forward.
Yep.
She is, by the by, stunningly attractive. And yep, so she'll walk right past y'all.
I mean, to be fair to everyone, that everyone has someone in their group who is stunningly attractive, so they are somewhat used to it.
I mean, yeah, we can't
You can't go through the door.
we can't follow. I'm sorry,
She
but
tricked us. That witch.
Now we break the door down.
Now we kill her.
no.
Again.
You will walk behind the bar, grab a bottle of wine, and 4 glasses, and move over here and sit down on this little love seat.
Yippee.
I'll sit down next to her and say, "So is it true that you were Merlin's apprentice?"
Well, moving right to the issue.
I'm just curious. I haven't, anyone who's a friend of Merlin is either a friend or a mortal enemy of mine.
So, before I answer your questions, you have me at a disadvantage. You seem to know who I am. I can't say that I have the pleasure.
My name is Dee.
Muse.
Lawrence or Larry, if you'd rather, but yeah.
Whichever you prefer.
Nonplussed in
God, I
either.
want to kill this woman so much.
She's so Sophie coded.
Oh God, I hate it so much.
I want Sophie to meet her so bad.
Do you though?
It's not my problem. It's my PC's problem.
I'll
Now
send
the
you
truth
a character sheet if you want to use her.
Kind of made an entrance amidst Kyteller, and it's drawn a lot of attention.
The reason we were alerted to you really coming back is due to the antique store, the person you broke in with? Or how
Sorry.
exactly did that play out?
Oh, well. Okay. The last thing I had been aware of was, well, dying. And then I awoke in a room with my dagger in the hands of a girl whose body I was possessing. And I quickly realized that the two gentlemen who were with her were unsuitable companions, so chose to dispose of them, and then made my way here.
Why here?
Ah, I saw in her memories that this was a place where a woman like myself would be able to easily fit in and not draw too much attention.
What else have you been doing while you've been awake?
Hmm.
I know you've left here a few times.
Yes. Well, I arrived here. I made the acquaintance of Billy and Stacy. They invited me to spend, well, wasn't really much of an evening left at that point, but the morning with them. Then, after they went to sleep, I left and have been spending my day in the public library, doing my best to become more acquainted with your time. I have some of the memories of the poor girl whose body I'm within, but not all of them.
You also have the ability to give her back her awareness and control, don't you?
Sadly, no.
And of course, then there's also the 4 boys that were murdered to bring you back.
No, no, no. I murdered them. I was
Oh,
already here.
okay.
And they were not poor boys. If you had seen the things that they had done to Josephine, you would realize that what I did to them was kinder than they deserved.
So you're the defender of the girl whose
Possessing.
body you have taken over and can no longer be recovered.
You think it hypocritical. I have no control over being in this body. And as a woman who underwent my share of rape by louts who called themselves my husband, I did the service not so much for Josephine, because as you've pointed out, she's certainly beyond noticing or caring, but because men like that shouldn't be allowed to walk the streets.
Okay. But back to my question. Were you really Merlin's protege?
Uh, I was a student of his, yes.
Was he training you to be the next Master Mage?
Know that he had decided one way or the other when he had his unfortunate accident. At that time, I did find myself forced to step into the role.
You played a very quiet role, though.
Well, uh, I wasn't I wasn't seeking to make a public impression.
That's certainly a way of putting it.
So what's your plan now?
I don't have much of one at the moment. My understanding is that the world has no need of a master mage. Although I am curious how you figure in, pointing at my guts.
I
But
assure you, I wasn't curious about it until you've mentioned this.
you're a practitioner of the art and you don't know about the master mage.
I kind of just cracked the code one day.
Interesting. In any case, I figured I would spend some time here getting used to the world. I don't have a whole lot of ambition beyond that at the moment.
So you said you didn't choose. So how did you become inhabited? How did you come to inhabit this girl?
I'm afraid I really don't know.
She was careless.
I mean, and she'll hold up her hand. She seems to have cut herself on my knife. I presume that's what brought me back. I suppose it's not impossible that she's a descendant. I certainly left children behind, although that seems like an unlikely coincidence.
And why this place?
Well, it's the aesthetic amused me, and the people were all too willing to engage in certain enjoyable activities. I don't know that I will stay here long term, but it seemed to be as good a place as any. I certainly wasn't going back to the room that Josephine shared with those two men.
So what you're saying is your appearance and Kid Grimm's appearance in the same place at the same time is a coincidence, just like your choosing of this place, which also is inhabited by a vampire cult. It's just a coincidence.
Sorry, you lost me there. Who?
Kid Grimm, the you may not have seen him. He wasn't visible, but was very interested in the book of coins that was also taken at the same time as your knife from the shop that it was in.
Oh, I do remember seeing that in memories.
Hmm.
They threw that into an alley. I have no idea where that book of coins would be now. You say there was someone tied to that coin? Interesting.
I don't know about Tide. I just know interested in it.
Ah,
Question for Aaron.
yes.
She said they threw the coins in an alley. Didn't we determine that she left with the coins? or am I mistaking that? But after they took everything back to the hotel room, they went downstairs. She and the two men went downstairs, and then she killed one, burnt the other, teleported away with the book of coins, the knife, and one book.
Oh, yeah. That's that is what your understanding was before this.
Okay,
Huh?
just making sure I had that right in my head.
I'm just waiting for somebody to go, do I believe any of this bullshit?
Oh, I don't.
I know.
I'm
I'm like,
over here going,
I know. I feel like Carrie's sitting on the couch watching this, going, "Oh, that bitch is lying."
Yeah. Anson's just
Yeah.
ready to kick down the door and murder her. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Mike doesn't
100%.
believe
Doesn't-
much.
Dee doesn't believe a word she's saying. Dee also has a perception of 0, so it doesn't matter whether or not she believes.
I would actually like to roll insight if that's okay.
That is totally fine.
No, I can't roll above a 10, but like, you know.
Can Carrie
That's a
run?
natural 20.
Sure is.
Nice.
Can Carrie do insight even though she's not in there?
Yeah, but I'll give you a -5. But
I think
Well,
I got
then
it
that's
covered.
fucking useless because
I
my
think I got
plus
it
is fine.
covered. I got a nat 20 with a plus 10, so I got a 30.
okay. Not every word out of her mouth is a lie.
Just half of them.
But most of them.
Every other one.
She is definitely not telling the full truth.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's 4 a.m. I've had one hell of a day.
I
And I'm-
sympathize.
So, how about you stop lying and tell us the whole truth? Because that's a lot of bullshit.
And I owe the truth to people who kicked down the door of the place I was staying and immediately cast spells at my companions. I'm
Um,
assuming you've lied to me as well. I've been hospitable and even offered you wine.
I
Oh my
don't-
god, Carrie wants to do her thing. Carrie wants to do a thing. Carrie wants to do a thing.
we opened the door. We didn't knock it down. One person cast one spell that they then dropped after you cast a spell on those two people. Seems like you're doing a bit of a stretch there to try and draw equals to, you lying about nearly everything you told us.
Also, I would just like to emphasize the spell I cast was meant to be a non lethal one because I didn't want to hurt the two other people. But I'm pretty sure we have 2 more friends on the way who will not be as negotiable as we're trying to be if we give them the go ahead.
I mean, you guys, they are literally at the door right now.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, that's the point.
Oh my god, Carrie
I-
wants to do the thing. Carrie wants to do a thing. Carrie wants to do a thing.
What things
Harper is
Carrie wanna do?
actually because Harper was told not to kick down the door. She's actually attempting to pick the lock on the door.
Okay.
So
Hey, Aaron,
Yeah.
are there plants next to the door?
Probably not.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
outside.
Actually, no. Outside there. Yeah.
Yeah. But nothing like, little plants on, like little bushes or something on either side of the doorway when you come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the plants are going to open the door for them because they're going to be opening it from the inside.
Okay.
What thing is Carrie trying to do?
Carrie really wants to use her telekinesis to grab the knife out of her hand and try and stab her with it.
Okay.
Okay then.
Not.
Oh,
Well, then, as the doors are opened,
That's what Carrie wants to do, but Carrie's trying really hard to let Muse talk.
So is she doing it or isn't she doing it?
I really want to do it.
Is
Then
she doing
fucking
it?
do
is
it.
she doing it, or are you?
Okay, she's gonna do it.
yeah, I mean, as
Alright.
soon as the door opens, Anson's throwing magic at this wizard bitch. Like,
yeah. because outside Anson and Harper just kind of look each other when they get this message and go, are they? They're not, right?
yeah, like I'm literally cursed to kill wizards when I find them, and she's checking all of the boxes. Like,
I know, and I feel like Carrie has all these notes, and she's like hearing her talk, and she's like, "That's not what the camera said. That's not what the camera said." And she's like, "No," and she's gonna try and take the knife.
I
All
mean,
right.
I wasn't believing any word she said. It was just a matter of I wanted to see, like, there's like a few things that might have been true, and I was willing to see how far she would go before digging herself into a grave she couldn't dig out of.
Yeah, no, Carrie is gonna stab first, ask questions later.
yeah,
Oh, she's utterly unapologetic about lying.
Yep.
Yep.
You haven't given her any reason to tell the truth.
She's a Merlin apprentice. She's got to go.
Doesn't matter what Merlin we're talking about. Any Merlin.
All right. So we'll just use those earlier initiative rolls because it's easier than re-rolling everything. And Alice was trusting you no more than you were her. So the moment there is a telekinetic, even the beginning of a telekinetic tug on the knife, she's going to leap into action because she has the higher initiative. And what is she going to do? She really didn't want to start off with a horrible fight, but well, as a free action, she is going to raise the Shining Shield of Syrian and bring a protective force field around her.
What exactly does it protect against?
It's a force field. It's a protection.
Aaron, can I try to instant counter that?
No, because it. No, fine. Yeah, I guess you can.
I mean, it
You can
costs a
try.
hero point.
Huh?
It does cost a hero point. I am going to give you a hero point for that, but
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering, like, if I can get through it with the telekinesis, like, is she essentially trapping herself in a snow globe that I can?
No. This is a force field. This is a protective spell. This is
Okay.
just what gives her her protection ranks.
Okay.
All right. So you're trying to instant counter.
yeah. So my magic versus her magic rank.
The rank of her protection is.
Oh,
I'm going to spend a hero point
it's sad.
to reroll because this is important to me.
That was garbage.
It was garbage. There we go. 24.
Oh, speaking of garbage.
That's a
Oh,
natural
shit
20
snack.
for a 19.
We're in danger. She's like power level 18. Run away.
Yep.
We're in danger.
She's not power level 18.
We already knew we were in danger.
She's power level 14.
Oh, good.
Shoo, I was worried for a second there.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know, it look like if you look at the write-ups of any other Master Mage, they're power level 14.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
You do manage to counter her protection spell, which is going to change what she's going to do then. She is going to step backwards towards the wall into a shadow. And then
I can barely see him.
out of a shadow. Behind this bush. And she is.
Did she just nope out of there?
I mean, she noped out of that room.
Oh, that bitch.
Actually, Father,
What? Yes.
can I try to counterspell?
It costs a hero point to even make the attempt, but sure.
Why not? I know the move she's doing if it's Shadow Step.
You literally have the. I mean, it's not the exact same spell, but yeah.
Yeah, so why not?
Go for it.
Should I roll my Sacred Math?
Oh, look, and no, it's actually the power ranks of that teleport effect.
Oh, I don't know that.
What rank is the effect? Let me.
Good question. I don't know.
Muse and I both counterspell, and we give each other just like a thumbs up look.
Yeah.
Aw, they finally are mending their differences.
Ooh, your teleport is only a rank 4.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ooh.
Fuck it. We both.
You're gonna roll a d20 plus 4 against her d20 plus 18.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
sure,
roll
why
up
not?
d20 plus 6 because Maximus went support, baby.
Oh, yep.
Why
you do
not?
support. Go for it.
Thank you, Word Maximus. You're the best.
You're awesome.
That's another. That's a nat 20 for a 26.
That's what's up. Damn.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, she beat it. I got a nat 20 and I'm just at that damn.
Yeah, no. But yeah, she got a 19 and has a much higher bonus. So
Yeah, alas, crit doesn't mean a success here.
Yeah, you just get one
if I let it
less.
bump you by 5, it still would be less. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Alas.
she will set shadow step. She really doesn't like the fact that this door just got opened and immediately this person counterspelled her.
I've killed one Merlin already. You can't stop me.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Don't know how to
I'm
stop.
gonna try to be subtle, or no, I don't think she is.
I'm from 1933. We haven't invented that word yet.
I mean, I feel like she's annoyed and arrogant. That doesn't
Yep,
say subtle to me.
yep. No, she's going to use the magic of the Murdrasus and blast,
Fucking master mages, I swear to God.
and just
where did she go?
Hanson, you're a man, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, assigned at birth. Technically, all of my
questions?
internal organs are gray ash.
I guess
so
Sacred Bow doesn't actually work. Doesn't make a difference in combat anymore, does it?
Favorite foe? It would if she was trying to like faint or demoralize me or something.
Yeah, she's not. She's just trying to kill you.
She's trying to demortalize you. Does that count?
Oh, is that? Oh.
All right. So subtract 2 from this because she's going to go ahead and use the power attack maneuver. Because yeah, she really just wants you to die.
Is she just like straight hiding behind a bush, just like pew pew
So
pew?
that is a 22
Kind
to
of.
Oh yeah, 22 will definitely hit.
Then she will hit you for a DC 31 toughness save. Hey, Jonesy just subscribed.
Thanks, Jonesy.
You're just in time.
Give that hero point. You should probably give that hero point to Alex.
A 31, you say?
I do.
To smithereens, you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely give that hero point to Alex.
Alex, what the hell?
You know,
Wow.
roll 20 is actually roll 3.
I'm sorry. I keep taking all the natural 20s, Hanson.
It's cool.
Um,
It's cool.
Smithereens, you say.
I missed by 20.
Sure do.
Yeah, you can't die. It's fine.
He can't die, but
Oh,
it's gonna hurt
you have
the
a hero
whole
point.
time.
You have a hero point.
Oh,
Okay, Alex, you have a hero point. Do you wish to use it?
I'll spend it. You know. Yeah.
Brave move if you go no.
There we go. 22.
Okay. That's just a bruise in a daze.
Much better.
They really should put that disclaimer on the on the
Roll
site.
20, not guaranteed. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is Alice's turn after being attempted to be counterspelled by 2 of you.
I'm gonna attempt to counterspell her.
No, you're not. Carrie.
I am.
So Carrie's gonna follow her, and it's gonna go beep 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 beep.
She literally
Really?
singing behind her computer.
This is the best round to attack her because she doesn't have her force field.
No. So Carrie's going to Oh shit! I really want the knife.
I mean, you could certainly attempt to grab the knife.
Yeah, but not if she's like so magically like
Delicious.
yeah. I'm
You
never
don't know
gonna-
until you try.
Yeah, wizards are notorious for their butterfingers. You'll be okay.
Okay. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. All right, I'm gonna try and grab it from her. How exactly do I grab it from her?
Your telekinesis is perception, or it's not well, it's perception ranged, area effect selective. So, you don't need to make it to hit roll. You just automatically are able to attempt to grab it, and it will be
Did
a
you just
contest
say
of.
auto magically?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure I didn't mishear you.
So it would be a D20 plus the ranks of your move object versus a D20 plus her incredibly high strength.
Fuck.
He's
Fuck.
lying.
I hope that came through with all of the sarcasm it was meant to. She
Yeah,
is
it did.
strong.
So I'm assuming, since I'm looking at my sheet here,
Mm-hmm.
it says telekinesis, burst, area, move, object 8.
Yep.
I'm assuming so it's 28.
D20
It's
plus
20 plus 8.
And Warden Maximus sent you moral support, Carrie.
So
Thank
D20 plus 10.
you.
A D20 plus 10.
Oh, I have to roll something?
Yes.
D20
Yes.
plus 10.
Oh,
Ha!
hearing that is like she has to roll a d20 and then it's plus like I was
No. It is,
I was thinking she has to get a 30. That's what I was
your
thinking.
D20 plus 10 against her D20 plus whatever her strength is.
Just roll a
Again.
20, then she'll have to get a 30. Yeah.
Like I said, Aaron and I or Alex and I show will come in definitely handy.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god.
Roll it. Natural.
That would be a nat 20.
And
If you'd like to
her-
rewind the clock about 15 seconds, what did I say? Just roll a 20 and you get a 30.
Yep.
There you go.
And her strength. She rolled very well, but she has a -1 strength.
Oh, ouch.
So even with a 19 on the die, she will lose by more than enough that you are able to yank the dagger right out of her hands.
So it's gonna be a little tiny drone just holding the dagger next to it.
Okay.
So my little tiny flying saucer drones, just one of them has a dagger right next to it, ready to just fling it back at her.
I'm just imagining the little batteries not included guys.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the little
yeah.
pinch your hand. The little,
Oh,
little murder
I was
bot.
giving like Kirby vibes with a knife. Like that's
I
kind
was-
of
I
yeah.
was thinking of what was the old web cartoon with the mean little girl who made monsters?
Vendetta.
Yeah,
making-
but it's like little robots with knives.
No,
I mean, she's had zombie fingers. Like she's had all sorts of things on these drones. The knife seems appropriate.
Isn't Alice the name of the maid from the Brady Bunch too? So this is like
Yes.
fucked up on a
Yes.
double.
all right. So,
Can I use a hero point to throw it back at her?
you absolutely can next time.
Next time.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta write that note down so I don't forget. That's what I'm going to do.
I almost got to do something.
Oh shit! This is Marsha. Okay, Marsha has the Marsha has the knife.
Marsha, or is that Jan?
Marsha.
This is
I
No,
thought it was
Jan.
Jan.
Jan's
Jan's
still
in the
pointed
back.
at the
inside.
yeah. Jan's still pointed at the sex show.
I mean, they're asleep now.
Yeah, so
Jan
it's
was
really
watching
boring.
the porn.
All right.
Carrie's just like, oh no. Ooh, I mean, no, this is terrible.
Oh no!
Nice butt. What'd you say? Nothing.
Oh no!
No, absolutely not.
All
It's actually
right.
bottom.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna make this note that just says Marsha has a knife, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck does that mean?
we will pick up this ridiculousness next week. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us tonight. around our network. Tomorrow, we are going to be back with Deuce and the Posse from Deadlands. Plangia is every other week, so there's no Plangia this week, correct?
So it is every other week starting after this week. The first 2 weeks were together just because of scheduling.
Okay.
But there is Plain
Well,
Gia on Thursday.
Then Thursday, we will be back in the realms of Plangia. And of course, we will be back here next Tuesday for Mardi Gras and Something in the Dark. We are hoping that there's going to be a blog post up on Thursday and something new over on our Patreon over on Friday.
That is on my list of things to do after I'm done with this pirate nonsense.
All right. So if you are enjoying what we've been doing and would like to read any of the very cool Patreon only posts, and I'm going to pretend I didn't see that comment in chat because I feel guilty. You can support us over at our Patreon at patreon.com/untold-stories-project. In all seriousness, Warden Maximus has asked, when is the podcast coming back? We are trying to figure out a schedule for that soon. I would definitely like to get back to it. It's just that everyone's schedules have gotten super wonky, and that is, yeah, I'm very sorry.
Adulting sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are trying to get back to it though, because we want to get back to it.
Because we love it.
Yes.
We know you love it.
Yep. And the sooner the better. Besides which, we're paying for very expensive, podcast hosting that it's terrible when we're not using. So, right. With that, heroes. I'm gonna pass it around the table so you can say goodnight, plug anything else you'd like to plug, and say anything fun and pithy. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with Brandon.
Well, I don't have anything to plug, and I'm not particularly pithy, so be kind to people, especially yourself. Deuce.
I am funny and pithy, so let's give this a shot. So, tomorrow, sign up, because what's better than cowboys? What's better than zombies? Cowboys with zombies. Haven't had enough Kid Grim in this game yet, so we'll bring him up tomorrow. Kinda. So join us if you can. Also, the good people at Norse Foundry, use code USP Norse, save yourself 10% off on some cool dice, because dice are great. And for once in my life, tomorrow can't come fast enough, so I feel like I wish I was a speedster just so I could get there quicker. But I'll have to wait. Hope the anxiety or the anxiousness lasts. It's terrible.
Deuce, were you swapped out with a changeling last night?
Right?
Maybe.
I mean, he likes speedsters, and he actually gave himself the favorable comparison to Kevin.
Yeah, what's up? You okay, pal?
This is the anti-Deuce.
It's coming true. I am actually the good Deuce. The evil Deuce has been here the whole time.
Deuce
I finally beat him.
True.
Actually, I found that believable.
The deuce is loose.
Not the babble Deuce.
Been playing a character too much when my own dual personality comes out. I'm a dick in both of them. So, if that will go to Jenny.
I'm not doing words well today. Thank you all for coming. If it's not clear from how my camera is glitching, I'm just laying on my bed because I'm tired. So take a guess on how much of tonight's commentary was actually me just role-playing tired Muse and how much of it was me being very tired and then going, ah, crap, I gotta roleplay this.
63%.
Yeah, about, probably. Take care of yourself, be nice. Sometimes mental health is weird, as I've been dealing with, but hey, you got this. Have some fun. Oh god, my normal snarky play a speedster doesn't work if you said you don't hate speedsters.
I think you broke Jemmy.
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Let the hate flow through you.
No, I'm not a hater. I'm trying to be
It was
positive.
reverse psychology the whole time.
No, I'm not a hater. Play a speedster and learn what it's like to have ADHD. Wiki.
When in doubt.
Anything funny and pithy. Thanks for coming. Alex.
Hi, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in with us. Yeah, we have some really exciting stuff planned coming up for both USP streams. We have a whole bunch of fun stuff coming up at Origins, so please be excited. Origins event submissions is closing, so we will have a schedule for you all soon, so you can find our events, you can sign up for them, you can come hang out with us. It's going to be a ton of fun. But yeah, if you haven't yet, I'm pretty sure everybody here has, but if you haven't yet, please go and back the Valiant Kickstarter, because there are some new Mutants and Masterminds rules coming, and there's a lot of fun opportunities for fun characters and powers, and just a bunch of good jam advice that I wrote. And Steve and I have been working really hard, and it would be really cool if this book got to as many people as possible. Yeah, that's it for me. Aunt Puppy.
So piggybacking off of Origins, please don't pick mine. Because then I don't have to do it. So just don't pick it.
I'm sorry, Aunt Puppy. You followed my advice about writing an interesting blurb and title. People are gonna pick it.
I followed a lot of your advice, and I regret
Pick it like a
every moment
nose.
of it.
Like a nose.
I want you to understand, Aunt Puppy, I am the most excited person to see how your game turns out. I'm thrilled with the concept. You want to know what it is? You'll have to see when it's coming, but it's going to be awesome.
I hate it here.
We will support you into embarrassment.
So I don't have anything. So, just be cool, be groovy. Aaron.
So, that is it for those of us here at the Untold Stories Project. Until next time, be careful out there, and make sure that you don't run into something in the dark. Bye.